Getting into this thing, one thing I didn't realize when I was kind of tearing everything down is that the presence control was completely wired wrong. And I don't mean wrong because it's not the way I wire it. I mean just plain wrong. It was wired kind of like the newer Marshalls was, but missed the resistor and was the wrong value pot. So I put everything back to the way it's supposed to be in this amplifier, which can be a little bit noisy when you move the pot because there's DC voltage on it. But that's how this is supposed to be wired for this amplifier. As you can also see, I'm taking a note from Lyle from Visonic and upgrading the grounding scheme in this amplifier to one to reduce the noise. Thank you, Lyle, for that tidbit in the videos. So looking at the board, unfortunately, because of the previous tech who worked on this, really butchered this thing. I wanted to lower the capacitors that you see kind of floating in the air down on the board so they're more stable. However, there's so much damage on the board that I didn't feel comfortable doing that. So I put a little bit of silicone on the capacitors to kind of stabilize them in place. The client and I are also discussing about doing a gut and rebuild on this amplifier, replacing the board and some of the transformers due to some issues that the previous tech caused. Now, it's important to use silicone and not hot glue. Some people may think this is hot glue. It's not, it's silicone. These things get hot, and when hot glue gets hot, it's no longer glue. So it's important to use silicone in these amplifiers. I've gotten all the generic SM capacitors out and replaced with high quality ceramic disc. It does affect the tone and the longevity of this amplifier. I've also replaced the bypass capacitor on the first stage, which was the wrong value to begin with, and it was just horribly installed with two capacitors doing the job of one, let alone that capacitor. My cost is 75 cents versus about the $1.25 they spent, so it was less expensive anyways. I know everyone wants to hear Marshall's cranked all the way up. So I've got some playing clips with different speakers and different EQs. I'm going to put the EQs up on the screen while you guys are hearing it. And I want y'all to play a little game to figure out what speakers I'm using. I'll give you a hint. One of them is a Vintage 30. The other one's an EV. Another one I'll throw in as a mystery. So take a listen. See what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all. And here are the clips.